On today's episode, we're going to talk about making maple syrup. Stay tuned.
Sing it again.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
We don't want to burn the sap, so that's the key. On today's episode, we're going to talk about making maple syrup. Maple syrup has been a part of people's love language for generations. Now it's our turn to make it from scratch. Here's what we're gonna need. Some cheesecloth. Now when I say cheesecloth, I don't mean cloth that has been marinated in cheese. A maple tree. Here is a nice beautiful silver maple tree. You can use any kind of maple tree. They recommend they're 40 years old so you don't damage them. A bucket to catch some sap. Some sap. Something to boil it in, and an oven. Stay tuned. All that delicious sap, it's very watery, but it's gonna boil down into a really nice syrup. Whatever you do not burn the sap. This takes like 6 or 7 hours. You're spending hundreds of dollars on your electric bill if you're doing it on your stove. I recommend burning it outside over a wood fire. Do not burn the sap. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get your cheesecloth and you're gonna use it to strain your maple sap. So I like to put it over the lip of my bucket where I'm gonna pour from, like this. Then I get my pot close. I move the little piano, usually. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of press that there and hope that I catch most of the particles. Okay, I got it pulled tight, and now, there we go. Hopefully, most of the debris is gonna stay on the inside of my bucket, and the cheesecloth will catch everything else. And I think that's exactly how it played out here. So that's good. Now that's strained at least one time. I'm gonna reuse this cheesecloth, so I'll just kind of rinse it out and keep it for when I need it next. But as you can see, not a whole lot got through. There's a little particle or something at the bottom here. So you can strain it out 2 times or more. But I highly recommend getting a clean pan if you're going to strain it a second time to catch the material instead of using the bucket with all the bits. So you can see there's quite a bit of debris that just fell into the bucket naturally here. But at least we got most of it. Next, we're going to transfer our sap over here to the stovetop. And we are going to kind of get it going slowly. We don't want to burn the sap, so that's the key. Just don't burn the sap, please. We're just going to turn it on. I'm going to do probably a single burner here. And we're gonna start on low. We're gonna turn on the exhaust fan because there's gonna be a lot of moisture evaporating off of this puppy. There we go. Well, the kitchen was a little bit of a disaster zone, so while I'm waiting for this sap to start boiling, I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and yeah, maybe I'll make myself a little espresso while I'm at it. We'll see if I got time for that. Probably will have time because I have 6 hours for this to boil down, but you know, some people do crazy things for syrup. Ah yes, time to make espresso while I wait for the sap to boil. So I'm just putting my grounds in this little espresso holder machine, dealing my bobber. Gonna tamp it down. There we go. My wife taught me how to make coffee, So I'm gonna stir the sap. I'm gonna make my espresso to the side here, and it's pouring in my cup. Very nice. Gonna get some huckleberry flavored yummies in here. The fruits of my labors. I will just enjoy this espresso thing that I made and watch the sap boil over the next 6 hours. Did you ever watch paint dry? This is a lot like that. I mean, it's taken this thing a long time to get a rolling boil, but you know, I got time. This is gonna be really tasty. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Maple syrup from my own backyard. Woohoo! Here we go. So I mean, yeah, we're just kind of sitting here watching the start of this sap boil, and I mean, you can see there's several inches of sap here. So, yeah, just put a little tap, which is like a circle thing. Wait, drill a hole in the tree, tap a tap in, put a bucket on the tap or some kind of container to hold the sap, preferably something that can keep the rain and snow out of it. And voila, then you just got instant sap, and then you boil it up and turn it into syrup. Yes, as the seasons change and the leaves fall or the leaves come back into full bloom, such as the, you know, I'm not very good at philosophizing, but all I know is it takes a while to boil this sap down. I mean, 8 hours for 1.5 gallons on a good day? Maybe not 8 hours, but 6. I mean, it's like at this moment, I'm really excited for some syrup, and I can almost taste it, but we gotta be patient and watch this do its business. One moment at a time, slowly boiling away and evaporating little by little. So if you've ever watched paint dry, this is a lot like that, except it's more visual because it's sped up quite a bit. But moment by moment, believe me, this sappy sap is slowly boiling its way down. Let's just marvel at the power of heat on water turning. As we sit here and watch the sap turn into syrup, you can tell that I should be over here stirring it right about now. But instead, we're sawing logs on the couch. Well, at least Zoe's sawing logs. Oh, it looks like it just took a turn for the worse. And this was trouble for me later on. This is a reenactment of us sleeping on the couch while the sap burned. Uh-oh, this is not good. No! Hours and hours. Oh, folks, this is not how you make maple syrup. Lesson number 1, always be present when you're making your syrup. I just wasted 6-7 hours boiling this, and now it's a mess. Well, here is the result of my maple syrup making. A burnt batch and a smoke-filled house. I told myself I wouldn't burn the sap. I burned it. There's always next time. Pick yourself up, man. Pick yourself up. Okay. It was emotional. I invested a lot of time and energy. I think I'm gonna be okay. I have a little more sap getting in my bag out there on the tree. We're gonna be okay. The main point I want you to take away from my experience is you can make mistakes and you can still come back stronger than ever. So we're gonna take this sap and we're gonna make the best maple syrup ever. Maybe another episode. So this one's pretty much done and yeah, I can't. I've invested so much emotionally. I think I just need to like, you know, sign, seal, and deliver this one. And kind of, you know, just kind of reflect on all that burned sap. So, hey, if you like this one and you got something out of it, subscribe. If you didn't get anything out of it, subscribe and like. And yeah, I'll keep cranking out these bad boys, and we'll see you on the next episode. So yeah, I should have about 1,000 subscribers in no time here. No time, right? 1,000, right? Like 1 million? Okay, well, you know, we'll take it a day at a time. Here at Sweetberry Farm, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make maple syrup one of these days. I just want to level with you guys. If you liked and subscribed during this episode, that speaks more about your character than anything you've done in your entire life. And I know it was hard to stomach losing my maple syrup harvest. I'll get over it. That was hard. But letting one moment go by without you liking or subscribing is even worse.